Well, here I am with another project. I was in the middle of doing her still, but driving around and found this. So that means it's time to do some replacement here. I always spray a lot of penetrating oil on there before I start on anything. I got a breaker bar. The nuts on top are 15s. Nut on the bottom here is 15 as well. As you can see there, it's a 15, and then there's supposed to be a 15 on top, but as you can see, I'm missing that. So that black piece there is just slid on, but what they do is they like to corrode a lot and get stuck inside there, so I'm gonna have to get a pry bar and start prying on that. All right, here we go. We'll try this, see if we can get it out of here. I'm gonna try it with the hammer first. She ain't wanting to budge there. So no luck with that pry bar, so I got my multi-purpose tool here from good old Harbor Freight. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna try this out, see if I can't. What I'm planning on doing is, oh shoot, the she-shell driveway sucks. It hurts. I'm trying to do this without jacking my truck up, but we'll cut down that. I'm gonna cut down that plastic right there, cut down the side of it, see if I can't get it off. Here we go. She's smoking a little bit. Seems like it's hollow. I think the stud that was in there is probably rusted, and it probably broke off. I live in Tennessee right now, but this truck used to be an Indiana truck. I think it was actually manufactured in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and been around there most of its life. There we go. So what I did, I just split it on one side, split it on the other side. Got her to come off, and sure enough, look how rusted that thing is. No wonder it broke off. Pry this rubber piece off here. Should come right out of there. Sure would be easier if I had a lift. There she is. Rusty. Real nasty. Get a good look at that. Oof. No wonder it was bad. Why it broke off. My guess is somehow it gets moisture inside that plastic and it just rusts all to get out. Because this truck ain't really that badly rusted. So here's a new one. This is what it's supposed to look like, and this is how smooth it spins around in there. The other one was so corroded on the inside, it was so rusted and it expanded, it didn't want to come out. So, gonna do this top nut here. And the washer. And I'm just gonna slide everything off but the one, oh shit. I went rolling down the hill. See if I can't move with this breaker bar. Yep, that's the way to do it. So I got it moved with the sway bar, or the breaker bar there. What I did there is I just barely gave it a little nudge, and then I'll push that nut through. Get this on top. So I couldn't get the last washer on there at the top to put the stud on. So what I had to do is I had to put all the mounts on there and put the rubber on there and put the nut on and just squeeze them together a little bit, compress them down a little bit. And now I should be able to get the washer on top and thread it. Now what's different is, for some reason I was reading that it was supposed to be a 15 on top. Well, I had to go get a 16 and the 15 is on the bottom. So, different sizes here. And what I was reading was torque specs are 17 pounds. So I'm gonna go get my torque wrench, get it right. All right, so I'm just gonna hold the 16 wrench on top, and got it set to 17 pounds of torque. I've been having this shaking feeling for a little while. Looked around, I didn't see nothing, never noticed nothing. And then just today I happened to see it. These cost only about 18 bucks a piece. They come with all you need right there. I bought 2 of them, so I figured I'd go ahead and replace the other one too. All right. So I'll just get that torque down. All right, I'm just gonna go over here real quick. This is the driver's side. Give you a little close up of that nasty looking metal. It was definitely no good. Here's the part I had to cut. Now I went to the passenger side, and as I had a 15 millimeter wrench on top, had a 15 millimeter socket breaker bar on the bottom, and of course I got the 15-inch wrench to get jammed up against a piece of metal somewhere in the truck, and then torque on that, and it just snapped it right there in half at the bottom. So this one was bound to go too, but luckily I didn't have to cut this one. Once that broke off, I was able to beat this out from the bottom, and that slid right out. So only thing that was hard to do was since I had the new one on the driver's side, it was really tight at 17 pounds. And then when I did the passenger side, that sway bar was really down tight. So I had to jack the truck up so I can get that sway bar to, every time I raised that, jack up the truck, the lower control arm would come down, leaving the sway bar in its position. That way it would bring that down so where I could kind of reach it, get it in there. I still had to pry up that sway bar, but was able to get it up by jacking it up. So that's it for this video. I hope it was informational for somebody to use. It was my first time doing sway bar links. I've seen where they have some different ones where they're custom, where they're like metal instead of the plastic there. I think I'll just stick with the stock. I'm gonna drive around a few miles. I'm going out of town tomorrow, just about 30 minutes out of town. When I get back, I'll check it and maybe check the torques and everything, just to make sure everything's staying positioned and working out right. I'm kind of excited. I've had that little bit of a movement in my steering wheel for quite a while, and I'm pretty sure that was the problem. Took it on a test drive, and everything felt really tight in the steering, so thanks. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe. See ya.